Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Amasid. We are live in 3.14 and we're doing our first gamble of the year. Excuse me, the league. And that is going to be corrupting 50 Conqueror's efficiency jewels. Thank you to Flof. I hope I'm saying that right. F-L-O-F, Flof. Thank you so much for providing these jewels. You have the patience of a saint for doing this early in the league. I'm sure it was an absolute nightmare trying to get these, but it's a tried and true classic gamble. I love corrupting jewels. I've done this one before. I did it with 144, but this early in the league, 50 is really an incredible number. I hope you guys can appreciate the amount of effort that went into actually get these jewels on his end. So thank you again so much for providing this and for providing the Vol Orbs. Much appreciated, my man. So let's jump right in. So we've done this before. We kind of know the drill a little bit in terms of what we are looking for, but there's really only one implicit that we need. And it's about, so if you're looking at PoEDB, keep in mind it's an item level 1 jewel because it comes from the campaign. So it cannot roll, you cannot be hindered, it can't roll maimed, it can't roll silence, and it can't roll corrupted blood. So only things it can roll are these things that go for item level 1. And of these, the only thing that we want is reduced reservation of skills. Now, this used to be reduced mana reserve, but they obviously changed that when they implemented 3.14 to sort of coincide with the changes to life reservation. So they updated the wording, but it functions in a similar way, right? It still reserves, it lowers your mana reservation, which is going to be critical for any aura stacker these days. Now, aura stackers are obviously still a thing. They got nerfed 2 leagues ago, or excuse me, last league, but they're still quite strong. Don't be mistaken. So the other options here are things like damage penetrates, silence we can't roll, minion damage, just damage, crit, AoE. These are all okay, but the only thing that's really worth anything is reservation of skills. Now, if you go to this and you search under Ultimatum any, there's no results. You could set the market price, whatever you want it to be. Granted, obviously, people are not rich at this point in the league. At least most people aren't, and most people can't afford, a 5 or 10x jewel. But that's honestly, I think, what you could expect is at least 5x plus for this jewel at this point in the league. If you run it back on standard, just to get an idea, let's see, what if we lurch online only? So yeah, online only in standard, they're selling for 10 to 15x. Not a great judge. Again, it's standard, it's a completely different economy, but just for context of what you're dealing with here. But if you go to Ultimatum, I'm curious if you go to Hardcore Ultimatum. Anything? I doubt it. Yeah. Okay. So on Ultimatum, again, this is just not available. You can set the price, but if we hit 1, we make our money back, no problem at all. Now, Flof paid, he told me, just about 50 chaos for all 50 of these, roughly, give or take. And then the Vol Orbs right now are going for just about 1 to 4. So total investment between 60 and 65 chaos, nothing crazy. But early in the league, again, when people are kind of clamoring for money and clamoring for items, this is as big as you can expect, unless you're running huge group games, which most people aren't. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and drop these into a tab, just because I think it'll be easier to search and organize them. So let's just go ahead and drop these guys all in here, and let's go ahead and get started. Let me actually, sorry, I teased you. Let's go like this. Come on, I'm trying not to look. Don't spoil it for me, my future audience. Okay. So let's get rid of the rares. I'm just curious. Some of these are probably, again, I pulled good rares out of these corruptions before, so I'm just curious. I'm just giving them a quick glance to see what we got. This one doesn't seem bad. That's a lot of damage. Fire. Did we get another fire and cold earlier? Fire, cold, lightning, resist, damage, poison. Oh, damn. That'd have been crazy if they were duplicated, but to no such avail. Okay. Now let's get rid of these guys. I just want to do this so I can do my usual organization tactics. Okay. So all of the ones that are left here are they're not bricked, at least. Let's start over here. Overwhelm. Okay. You know what? Okay, we got pen. I'll move this guy here. Nothing. We got another pen. Nothing. 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 Again, all we need to do is hit 1. Nothing. Got another pen. Another pen. Nothing. 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 4% damage. We just need 1. 4% damage again. Another pen. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, we got 5 more. Nothing. Another pen. Non-damaging ailments. 2 more. AoE and nothing. Well, bummer. Luckily, I think most of these are going to sell just back for a chaos. This is probably a loss. It's probably a loss, which is a bit of a bummer, a way to start off the league. But I'm just impressed that Flof was able to sort of gather this many at this point. It's just like, I'm sure that live search was just bumping for people uploading these things. I mean, if you look here and you just search, sorry, not any. So there's 10,000 matched, which I think is the maximum that are in people's stash tabs available. If you go to online only, there's 5,000 of these guys. So these are all corrupted. So let's see if we turn these off corrupted. I'm just curious, just for my own sake. It was 2,000 selling for a chaos each, and I'm sure that the live search is probably crazy. I'm tempted to do it, but I'm not going to. But anyway, so that's the first gamble for the league. Start off small. We'll work our way up. And for those of you wondering why I have no chest, I'm re-rolling. I took my tabula and gave it to a new character. So there you go. Answer that question. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the sort of the quick, easy start to the league in terms of the gambles. And I will catch you guys in the next one.